5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Friday morning, and that music means that Jim George is in the room. Professor Gadget, the guy who has the answers to our questions about our cable, about a la carte services, about antennas. Well, actually, somebody else has answers about antennas today. Our gadgets in general. Jim George is here, of course, and he's the owner of American Cable Services and Media in Motion. And he has invited a guest, Ken Olan. Ken is the president and owner of Ken's Antennas. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you, Ken.
Thank you.
So you brought an antenna with you.
Yeah, as I was telling you, I sent people to markets of Marion to get these antennas, but I'd never met Ken. He's the owner down there that does the outside antennas. And so I went to Denny's the other night to have dinner, and he was coming out, him and his wife, and I said, you need to come on and explain to the listening audience about your antenna.
I'm going to get a picture of the antenna.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what it looks like, right?
Yes.
Now, so it's very small. It's in that box.
I'm glad to be here, and yes, I would like to explain a little bit about our antennas, and I would like to know more about what you people do as well.
What we do, okay. Well, we do a radio show, and we don't know anything. We just ask questions. Jim is the guy with the answers. We just ask.
Well, I'll answer the question as long as you ask the question.
All right, I have a question. So that whole antenna is in that small box?
Yes.
Everything I need. How much is that?
That antenna, I'm selling it at the market for $80.
The Market of Marion for $80.
Right.
Okay.
Now that antenna, everything is included in the box. The antenna is in there. The amplifier, the preamp is in the antenna itself.
Uh-huh.
But then there's also the amplifier. There is 40 feet of coax cable in there as well, plus another 4-foot length of coax cable.
Wow.
That goes from the amplifier to the television set.
Do you need a new TV, or can you use the old TVs?
You can use the old TVs if you have an analog digital converter box.
Okay.
Now those are available at Kmart, Walmart, Best Buy, those places.
Okay. All right. So I got to get one of them. How much do they cost?
Well, they cost at Walmart is $49.87, and at Walmart or at Kmart it's $49.97.
Okay. So far I'm doing the math. 80 plus about 50.
Right.
So about $130, and you never have another cable bill.
Correct.
Jim, why do you like this? You're in the cable business.
Well, we serve only certain areas of the county. And so immediacy, and there were people call every day and say, I'm getting off of Cox, I'm getting off of Comcast. Are you in my area? And I'll say no. They'll say, what can I do? How do I get any channels? I say, go down to Markets of Marion, go down to see Ken's Antennas, and he will sell you one. I get people calling me back saying, man, I'm getting 50 channels, or I'm getting 60 channels.
Wow.
And Ken was just telling me in one spot, you're getting 80 channels?
I live up in the big city of Eureka. Do you know where Eureka is?
Sure,
I do.
sure.
That big
It's
bridge.
on the other side.
That's when you find gold. You say Eureka.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the river from Hog Valley.
Yes, I know where that's at.
I didn't see any hogs over there, but I know where you were.
Been through it.
All right, so you live over there, and
I put my antenna up 42 feet from the ground up.
Oh, so this one goes outside. It's not
Oh,
one of
yes,
those that you
yes.
set on the TV itself.
Yes, it's an outdoor antenna, but I put mine up 42 feet, and when I did the first channel scan, I got 85 channels.
wow.
Now,
Are they all clear?
they're all clear as a bell. However, depending on weather conditions, etc., sometimes I only get 50 or 60 channels.
Only.
Oh, I can't
Only.
live with that.
Well,
50 or
and
60.
where are they all coming from?
I get channels all the way from Ocala and Gainesville, as far down south to Orlando, Melbourne,
Really?
Cocoa Beach.
Is it dependable? Like,
yes.
They're always there?
Yes,
Just-
yes.
All right.
The ones out of Melbourne, especially, are ones that we watch quite a bit because 43-2 is movies 24/7,
Really?
and they're classic. They're
Wow.
classic movies.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, so
watching
you-
American movie classics for free.
That's awesome.
So you get the sub channels too. You don't
Yes.
just get the
Correct.
main network.
Each channel For
I'm buying
example,
one.
the
I'm buying one of these.
NBC station is Channel 2 out of Orlando. Channel 2-2 is Memorable Entertainment, which is old-time programming.
Really?
We have the public broadcasting out of Gainesville, which is Channel 5, but it's 5-1, 5-2, 5-3. So all of those channels count as a channel, but there's only so many of the initial channels, like there's only 68 in the scale.
Okay.
But several of them, it's easy then to get 85 channels.
I need one of these.
I know. So, do you have to aim it?
This antenna here, you do aim it.
You do aim it.
This one, you point it in the direction you want the channels to come from. However, the signal will come in on the front of the antenna, but it will also come in on the back side of the antenna. So if you point it towards Orlando,
I see.
you're picking up Ocala and Gainesville on the back side of the antenna. If you aim it towards Orlando, and you'll probably get Jacksonville on the back side
Is
of
it
the
as
antenna.
clear from the back as it is from the front?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
You see, with the new digital signal, the old analog signal, you had snowstorm in the Alps.
Right.
Yeah.
But with the new
Right.
digital, you either have a picture or you don't.
That is cool. And the sound is good, too? Good sound?
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Do you have to put it on a pole, or can you mount it on the roof?
You can mount it on the roof if you have a mount. We have a mount called a J-pole that we can mount on the roof. If you're in an area where you don't have trees so that you are not hindered by the trees.
Oh, so if a tree's in the way, you're out of luck.
Yeah, I've got
The trees,
so.
the trees do cut down on the signal. However, like mine, I'm up 42 feet, and
That's
I'm
enough.
up above the trees.
So do you sell the pole?
I do sell a pole. I sell that pole for $20.
Wow. A 42-foot pole for
And you-
$20?
and-
No, not a 42.
Oh, okay.
Not a 42. That's the J pole is
Oh, the J
$20.
pole. Okay.
Is $20.
I'm writing it down.
However, the one that I am using the most, and let's say I use the villages as an example, because the villages is my biggest market. In the villages, I use a 20-foot pole, but what I use is I have a 1 3/8, 10-foot long pole,
Right.
and a 1-inch telescopes perfectly inside of it. So it'll go
Okay.
anywhere from 10 feet to 20 feet. I put it up 20 feet, and then I use a piece of PVC on the top of the pole so that lightning is not going to affect the antenna.
Oh.
Or it's not going
Oh,
to,
okay.
and it's going to go into the ground.
So how do you turn it? Just by hand? You just go outside and turn it?
The antenna has a rotor on it.
It does.
And you can rotate it from inside. Now, these are the wonders of electronics. In the antenna itself is a preamp. The preamp sends a signal down through the coax cable to the amplifier. But the amplifier is also the control for the rotor. The amplifier is powered by a 110 AC power, but it's reduced to 12 volts DC. Now the DC goes up through the coax cable to the antenna, and that powers the rotor, and the rotor will turn the antenna
Wow.
with the 12 volts
Wow.
DC.
You had
How
a few
cool.
calls. I wasn't ignoring the calls, but I wanted Ken to get that out. So we'll take the break, and then if you want to call, you're welcome to do that. We'll take your calls after the break. The number is 622-9622. Ken Olan is here. He sells antennas, and I think we're going to get one. And you can get one, too, down at the Market of Marion. And, of course, Jim George is here. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be mostly sunny and quite pleasant on this Friday with a high between 76 and 80. Mainly clear Friday night. Lows ranging from the mid and upper 50s well inland to the mid 60s along the coast. Saturday will be partly sunny, high 79 to 83. More the same on Sunday. A mix of sun and clouds and warm, high 78 to 82. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
We're saving thousands with Robert Palmer.
So rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around. If you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to get the best credit card, if you're looking at student loans, cell phone bills, you name it, rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around.
That's rule number one, just one more vital part of fighting back to stop being a financial zombie. Yes, you can take the mystery out of the complicated world of finances. Take charge when it comes to your money. Listen in on The Source, 96.3 FM and 1370 AM, Saturdays at 12:05.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
What are the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking? Will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
18 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday morning. Kind of exciting, actually. Jim George is here, Professor Gadget from American Cable Services. And even though somebody who gets TV without cable could put Jim out of business, he's invited somebody. Ken Olan, he's here from Ken's Antennas, which is down at the Market of Marion, and he's got an antenna. We're going to give this one away during Fun with Joe.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do that. For those listening, somebody will win this, which is kind of cool. And this is an $80 item?
Yes.
Wow, that is very awesome. I love what you're saying, and I want to take the phone calls. So callers, just give me a second here. I have one thing I want to ask you, because I think this applies to some of your questions might be answered with this one question. All I really care about, I just want to watch the news. I don't care where. Channel 2 is fine. I love Channel 2 News. I want to see the weather. I don't need the Weather Channel. I just need the weather. I don't need fancy channels. I don't need, but it sounds like you got it all covered, right?
Well, yes, absolutely. You see, even right here in the city of Ocala, even though you have a lot of trees in Ocala that does cut the signal down, we have in Ocala and Gainesville, we have NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, and Public Broadcasting. Those are all here within 35 miles. So you can get your news, you can get your weather, you can get your sports, you can get movies, you can get an unbelievable amount of information just here in Ocala. So with the antenna, you don't have to pay anything each month. Now, with the antenna, I've had it up for 4.5 years, and I don't have cable, I don't have satellite, I have an antenna, and I have saved up to $10,000 in 4.5 years.
I bet you have.
Wow.
Yeah. That is, you're not lying there. That's absolutely true.
Yes.
I know that. I mean, it's sometimes, Jim, I know it's your business to be in cable, but I mean, sometimes it is hard. A lot of people, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
You have operating temperature on your box.
Right. But you see, the antenna takes so little. It takes only 3 milliamps of power to run the antenna. Mm-hmm. There's very little power goes to the antenna.
Oh, okay.
So there's no real heat generated.
Oh, I see.
From
So
the
it's got nothing to do with the outside temperature.
Right.
Okay, so it'll work in the winter or in the summer.
Oh, correct.
So
yes.
this would work up north where it gets really cold.
Oh yes, I
okay.
have mailed these antennas to Michigan, to Wisconsin, all over the place.
Wow.
Wow.
Very cool.
This is good news. And somebody's going to win this one here during Fun with Joe today, which is 11:35 is when we start that show. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Jim George and Ken Olan.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. With your antenna system, some people live in gated communities with bylaws saying you can't have any outdoor antennas. Would you have any success of attaching this thing in an attic?
Really, with the antenna, in 1996, the Federal Communications Commission passed the rules for the use of antennas, and they call them the over-the-air transmission, and that is called the OTARD rules. And the OTARD rules give protection to anyone that's living in a gated community, the protection that they can put up an antenna and use an antenna, but they have to use common sense. That's something we don't have in our politics in the country today. However,
Doing a political show.
Common sense with the antenna. You don't put the thing up on a 50-foot tower. You put it towards the back of the house, and you put it on a pole from the ground up. And these things, most communities are allowing antennas into their community. However, it's best to work with the community. For example, in the villages, they have these rules about antennas, but they realize that the way that Ken's antennas are installing the antennas, that they are not as obtrusive as a satellite dish, for example, and they approve of the way that we are installing the antennas. So we have sold over 2,000 antennas in the villages alone. So does this answer your question?
Yeah,
well, more or less, if you didn't want to put an antenna in your yard because you didn't like the looks of it, would you have any success in an attic?
I have had success in the attics, but down more in Leesburg, for example, I put in an antenna down there, and I hung it in the attic, and he got 37 channels, which for 37 channels
That's pretty good.
in the attic, that's not bad.
There you go.
Thanks a lot.
That's a good answer. So if you lived in a larger city, because obviously we don't, you don't, but if you were in Orlando or Tampa, I'm guessing you even get more channels, or am I wrong about that? You still get a lot of channels?
Oh, yes. All right, give you an example. Down in the area around Groveland and Claremont, they're in the highest area of Florida. That's the highest location that there is in Florida. If I put up an antenna anywhere in that area, they're going to get 60, 70, 80 channels. And that's normal.
Wow. That's really
amazing.
That's really good. Is this easy to sell? You must. I mean, this must be easy. As a salesperson, this must be easy. Because all you have to do is explain it.
I've been in sales since the day I was born, but this antenna has made me more money than anything that I've ever had before. Now I don't say that to get other people into the business to selling antennas,
Right.
because
You don't want that.
because I am successful because I work my job 7 days a week.
Wow.
Is the Market of Marion open 7 days a week?
No, the
Oh.
Market of Marion is open on Friday, Saturday, and
Oh,
Sunday.
and that's all it takes for you to get enough
But
business.
it takes me Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to distribute and to get the
Okay.
antennas installed,
To set 'em all
etc.
up.
Oh, so you do install the antennas then if a person
I
buys
have
an
I
antenna
have
from you?
I have an installer that installs them.
Oh, how wonderful.
But listen, when you get to be my age, I'm like Tarzan. I can't climb the vines like I used to.
Well, my goodness, to me, it's a no-brainer. Jim, I mean, we love you, but if you've got, we're going to disconnect from cable.
No, this is idea. Well, keep in mind that my IPTV system that's coming is not necessarily cable. If you want one channel only, you want Fox Business, and it's not over the air, then you have to get it somewhere. And my box will allow you to get one channel, 3 channels, 10 channels.
Let me give you an example of, because I always say I don't have TV, but that doesn't mean I don't like TV.
Right.
I just don't have it. Last night was a perfect example. I would have loved to have seen that Dolly Parton TV show. You saw it. I saw it on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Did you know and talk about the Dolly Parton Christmas thing last night?
I thought it was tonight, so no, I did not see it.
You missed it.
Yeah.
It was
I missed
wonderful.
it too.
You missed it.
I hope it comes back.
I
before
would have.
Christmas.
Was it good?
It was very good. It was
See,
about
it
her
ju-
as a little girl.
It just sounded like something I would enjoy, and you did, so I
Yes.
probably would have. But
Well, I have met Dolly Parton.
Have you?
In person?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
wow. Cool.
how'd that happen?
And she's for real.
Oh,
Oh, you got a hug, huh? Is that what that means?
up front. You know?
In fact, I had my
We're so superficial, Robert. I'm so sorry.
I had my picture taken with my arm around Dolly Parton.
oh, how wonderful.
Yes.
Very special.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
I
so
mean,
this is just the way the technology is going. The large antennas, all that stuff that we're all been used to years ago has come down to this.
And this is really nice because, like Ken was saying, it's not intrusive aesthetically. I mean, you can put this on a pole by your house and
Yep.
nobody will even see
Oh,
it because
and-
it's so small.
for those who are listening and can't see the streaming video, let me tell you how big this box is that this antenna is in and all the other equipment. It's like the size of a Monopoly game, maybe a little bit thicker.
Yeah, 4 inches
Yeah.
thick
Yeah.
and 18 by 24.
And it looks like it's very light, too.
18 by 20, excuse me, 18 by 20.
Very light. And you've had yours up for a few years, you said, right?
4.5 years.
Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
I didn't expect to be talking on the air.
Yeah, that's
I'm
usually
sorry.
what happens. That's okay.
I was calling about the cable. I'm really hooked on this idea.
Oh, yeah. So are we. We feel bad for Jim because we're going to,
I just wanted to get in line to try and win one.
Oh, well, we're not going to do it right now. What we're going to do is we're going to do that on Fun with Joe at 11:35.
All right. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, I love this program, and every day I love it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you. There you go. Well, you're a hit. You have hit. You're going to be busier than you thought.
This is a lot of Christmas gifts, so all the
Yeah.
people
Ken-
can do is go down and buy it
Oh.
from you, and then they can come back to the receiver after they get it with their Christmas gift to get the rest of the stuff.
Yes.
Get it installed.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. This is a great idea. But I'll still, the good news for the cable people, I'm still going to use my cable
Sure,
for
sure.
my internet.
For your internet. You have to have it for your internet.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
All right.
And your specialty, Jim, so we can get one channel from you.
We can get any number of channels you want, yes.
You see, the advantage of the antenna, too, is that you can get all of the local channels, but you can get devices that you can stream off of the internet and get all of the cable and satellite channels.
the other stuff, too.
Yeah, like a Roku
off of
box,
the internet.
yeah, yeah.
Off of the internet.
Ken, thank you for coming in. Ken Olan, go down to the Market of Marion and visit Ken. And Jim George, thank you for coming in
Thank
here.
you. Bye now.
Thank you. For
Have a great
having me.
weekend. Happy Merry Christmas.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. An FBI diver team is searching a small lake near the scene of last week's San Bernardino attack that